We could do whatever.
What do you guys want to do?
I want to do a whole conspiracy.
I didn't.
They do that.
So now we're gonna get into some weird territory.
All right, Brian.
Conspiracy.
I want to have a conversation with you.
Why me?
Because I know we look into certain shit like this.
Me?
Too. Yeah. Looks
No,
like
I
you
don't.
do. Your pants are too short for you.
I'm full.
You look at weird stuff.
Two people shot JFK.
What?
What?
Probably.
Did you say Tupac shot JFK?
Two people.
Oh. No,
Two
it's like
people
3
shot.
people shot him, dude. There had to be 3 people there. You know all the people that were said to be involved, right?
Yeah, Lee Harvey Weinstein.
Oh man, damn it! It was Cuba, the mafia, basically the guys that were involved.
Right.
They were trying to take down.
Right.
He was trying to take down
Right.
the Teamsters,
Mm-hmm.
and the CIA. And the CIA's pawn was obviously Lee Harvey Oswald. And I went to that fucking.
Dude, you know when that guy walked up and killed him? That's the only time that anybody's ever been killed on live TV.
That and it was the dumbest thing because they walked him out.
Too.
They walked him out.
Dude,
yeah,
you just
when he goes
walked
up-
him and
Yeah.
blasted
But
him in the
if
chest.
you ever
dude.
watched 11/23/63 with James
I
Franco,
did see that.
they
That was
went,
beautiful.
dude. It was amazing, and they showed the photo of the guy that shot him the days before. He was wearing the same thing. In those black and white photos, that guy was pictured. He was hanging around, and then I think before that too, he was pictured. So this dude
He was
was
there.
either obviously probably I'm gonna say he's more the mafia than the CIA because that motherfucker was hanging around.
That's
waiting
some
for him.
mafia type shit.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Let him go and watch and see what happens, and then just kill that guy
Yeah.
and then clean the whole thing.
Have you guys ever actually heard or
Probably
seen
kill
like
that guy too.
scary shit? Like, do you guys? I mean, I don't say if you believe like ghosts or demons or whatever, but have you ever felt like seen or heard like something legit anywhere? Maybe your house or
Like a demon, you're saying?
or something.
Hey,
like
remember
that?
that time when I didn't know Lil Brian, and
Nope.
I
Nah, me neither. Remind us.
and I like saw pictures of him. I was like, oh, I don't want to hang out with him. He's dark. He's like a demon. I don't want to. Do you remember?
I think you told me that you're like I don't like
I was
his aura.
I don't like his aura. That's exactly
Yeah,
what
I think it
said.
was me.
I
I
was
think
like,
it was
I
me.
don't like his
We're like
aura.
chilling. And you're like, and I remember I got mad one time because you were like, "Hey man, like how close are you to Lil Brian?" I was like, "I had the motherfucker's back since day one." He was supposed to get in a fight. I think it was on our first podcast. We talked about it,
Yeah.
but he was supposed to get in a fight. And I had his back, and I remember I told you,
Backpack.
I literally had his backpack before he got into a fight. And I remember I told you about that. I was like, "That's my boy." You're like, "I don't know, man. I don't know if he's dark or it's just his aura that I don't like." And then like 2 weeks later, I saw a snap of both of you guys at a bar. I was like, "These motherfuckers don't even know each other without me.
Yeah.
They don't even
We
know
went to
each other."
Polly's.
Where?
We went to Polly's together, me and you, and then we met up with Henry. We climbed before,
Oh, yeah, we did
and, then,
climb,
and then we went
You
to
guys
Polly's.
you guys were snapping each other, chilling. Yeah, I was really upset. I was like, "Why are they hanging out? He doesn't like his aura, man." I
No,
remember I was
were
like,
you-
I was a little butthurt.
Did you go with us? It was Lalo. We went to San Diego to go see a show with my
Nah,
old band.
it wasn't
Okay,
me.
so
That was way too far. My mom couldn't drive that far.
so anyways, Lalo didn't believe that you would hear stuff at my house, where I used to live
Oh,
in a
bro,
condo.
I fucking spent the night.
So you would hear a big.
That was the one on Mountain, right?
Yeah, dude, you would hear a Big Ben clock.
Bro.
We don't have a clock in the house.
What
dude.
the
They don't have
fuck?
a clock. And like at first I was like, when he told me that, he goes,
Yeah.
"Look, bro," because I was sleeping over at people's houses that had ghosts, and I had felt shit, I have seen shit, just
Dude.
shit that I don't want. So when he told me that, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna not believe him, but he's saying there's
Were you the
actual
one-
sounds. Like,
Were you the one who like, Brian? Well, who was it? Someone woke me up. Like, do you hear that? I'm like, yeah.
hey, was that when what's her name spent the night on the bed?
No.
No.
I don't know.
Okay. So because we were on the floor. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no,
We
we
Yeah,
go
on
back.
the
I'm telling you, when
Yeah,
we
yeah,
go
yeah.
back,
Gross.
we're on the
Wait,
floor.
wait. This is a
They're so
different.
gross.
We stayed.
We were
the night
talking
someone
about
else's house.
conspiracies for a second.
When someone
No,
was
talking
in the
about
bed
ghosts.
and I when
No,
Aaron
talking
was on
about
the floor.
cum.
I don't know.
We
Wait,
can
I
talk
don't
about
know.
it
Okay.
later. We gotta straighten that out later. But anyways, he was talking about this clock, and I was just like, nah, man. Like I've seen stuff. I felt stuff. Marty has a ghost. I don't know if he told you about the ghost. That motherfucker touched my
In
arm.
his house?
Yeah,
Marty's
Marty
house?
has a ghost
Oh,
at his
yeah.
house, dude. Like I saw his shadow against the door, and I looked to my right, and
what
he
the-
moved faster than my body. And I was walking into a room that there was no one in it, and like my arm got brushed. I cried. I was there at his house. I fucking cried. I wasn't a bitch. I was a bitch, but I was like
Only
was
when you got
straight
pulled
up-
over by that cop, you were a bitch.
I was more scared with this ghost, dude, because that shit was like.
Well, I would too. I
Because
can't see
the
a ghost.
cop throws me in jail. This ghost can steal my soul. Okay, So
If
anyway,
you had
so
one.
he's telling me, yeah, no, I'm dead inside. So he's telling me that, yeah, dude, there's a clock that goes off at my house. And I was like, it's fucking Piener. It's probably like a clock next door that he shares a wall. It goes off and he hears it. Bro, I slept in his room. Either someone slept on the bed. It was the big room.
Yeah.
Either someone was, I
It's always
gotta
the
remember
demons
that night.
believe the-
But I was sleeping on the floor, dude, and he's like, "Do you hear that?" And I was like, as soon as I came out of my mouth, hear what? It's like, dong, dong, dong. Like it was
Loud?
literal. Like no, like it
You-
was
you
literally in
hear
the
it,
same
you hear
room,
it.
Or, like, in
dude.
the back- oh,
Like
You
it
just hear
sounded
it.
like if I threw a pen in here, you would be like, "Oh yeah, so someone threw a pen in here." But if someone threw a pen at that door, like it came from outside. You can easily
Inside.
distinguish
Yeah.
the types of noises and where they come from.
Right.
Bro, I was on his cold, hard tile.
Yeah,
And
dude,
it
wow,
got
dude.
colder when that fucking bell rang, bro. Like
Dude.
my butthole clenched, and I was like, I'd rather die right now, because like he kept telling me about it, and then like I was like, Brian, he's like,
So-
just don't just go to sleep.
So
No, right?
not only that, when we all went to San Diego, my friend
We're gonna
Lalo
sleep
came.
tonight, man.
The same thing. He didn't believe me. Like, oh, we're all going to show. Let's all stay the night at my house. So he stayed the night, and the same thing. He's like, dude, I hear the clock. And then every house makes noises.
Right.
We had stairs, but you'd legitimately hear someone walking up the stairs.
Damn.
I was
Like,
lucky enough to not hear that.
You'd hear someone walking up the stairs. So that happened. And then there was this one time. So what I would do, I would go halfway down the stairs, lean over, and open the cabinet, get snacks. I would never close the cabinet. So one day I go in the middle of the night, I go halfway, I open the cabinet, get some snacks, and then I start going upstairs. But before I let go of the cabinet, I just hear someone like on my like neck saying, "Brian, what are you doing?" So like once I heard that, I freaked the fuck
I
out.
don't get it. Is it
I don't-
like a
I don't-
whisper?
I don't
Is
want
it
to
It
say
was like
anything
it was like a
normal
whisper.
voice?
It was like a whisper. Just
I've
a
had that
whisper.
before too. It was like a whisper.
It's like a
It's
whisper, like
it was like when I heard mine, it was like my government name, so it was like Ariel. It's like,
It was
like I
like-
wanted to fucking die.
it was calming, and like you could feel, I
Yeah.
could feel the breath like on my like neck. Like they just said, "Brian, like what are you doing?" And then
I could just imagine you, like you grab
I
a
just-
snack, and you're like,
dude, I just
nope,
took off. And then the last story I have from that house
not
is
hungry anymore.
my sister was taking a shower. My brother, he was younger. He was in his room or whatever. I guess he got off the bed and he was chilling on the staircase. And he started screaming. My sister comes out. She's like, "What's going on?" He just starts screaming. And one day, he drew a picture. It's just a circle. It has like little sticks coming out of each side of it, and then he drew like this like smush like on top of the circle. And my mom asked him like, "Oh, what's this? What's the drawing?" I was like, "Oh, that's what I saw that day when I was crying on the stair thing. It's a guy, and then his head had a lot of blood. So he's trying to say, I guess, he saw someone like his was like, I don't know if his brain or whatever was like bleeding, and he was like trying to grab my brother to bring him down with him.
Wow.
Yeah,
Damn.
Have you?
Nothing like that. Definitely nothing
I've
like
only,
that.
Yeah,
Seen a ghost
I
at
had
Chafee.
I had one paranormal yeah, there's so many ghosts.
I see. I had
I've
two
heard
experiences.
so
I
many
played hide
stories.
and go seek with a ghost at
Okay,
Chafee.
well that's I've had one paranormal activity, and when I say this, I mean like an actual physical thing that's moving. It's at my younger, or I was probably 9, and I was with a friend at his house, and his grandma actually died in that house, and yeah, she just died in her sleep on one of the beds.
Someone died in my house. Did I tell you that?
Why would you live there? Well, oh, that one.
This
Oh,
house,
that's
the house
this
that I
one.
bought,
Yeah.
the one that I live in now, someone
I
died.
know.
When I bought the
Yeah.
house, dude.
I think it's in the tub, right? Like,
No,
committed
she
suicide?
fell. She fell and died. Yeah. You know, like they're supposed to disclose that with you when like you buy the
Yeah. I
home.
would- yeah.
which tub?
No, it wasn't in a tub. She
Oh.
was just walking. It was kind of sad because I guess the neighbors told me the story and they said that she had been sick. She had diabetes or something. Something was wrong with her feet. They were getting swollen. And one day she just felt like it was like her time. So she told her daughter that lived with her. She's like, "Hey, can you go to the store?" Which Ralph's right across the street. Can you go?
die real quick.
what?
Her daughter she went to the store.
Yeah, she told her daughter, "Can you go get me like I don't know, like a Powerade or grape juice or some I don't know, something to go get her
Tampons.
to just something. Go to the store and get her something." And so she goes to the store, and then when she came back, her mom was dead. Yeah, so like the mom felt it. I think the mom felt it, but they found her on the ground, like I think in the hallway or in the living room or
Oh,
something.
just like
Yeah, like she felt like she felt it coming, and they fucking didn't disclose that shit with me until like the third counter offer, which is like super
Yeah,
illegal.
you're into it.
It's super illegal. Like they're not supposed to do that shit. So when I was like, "Wait, you didn't disclose that somebody died in my house? Okay, this is what I'm gonna offer you," and like I could sue them if they like said no or whatever, and they were like, "Okay," and then I got the house.
Hmm.
So I just gotta live with like a dead person, but it's cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So yeah, no, I was we were watching Blair Witch Project, of
Yes.
course. Of
The newest
course.
one or the original?
Dude,
The
no,
original.
the original, man.
Come on.
But hold on,
bro.
did you see the newest one? How it like
Mm-mm.
ties? No, dude, I'm not even gonna tell you. You need to watch the newest one,
Oh fuck,
Watch
we're watching
on.
that.
bro. Watch the first one, okay? Don't watch the fucking other two; those are dumb.
Yeah.
And then watch the newest one.
Oh, the newest.
Bro,
Oh, okay. So I
I'm
only
just
know of two.
All I'm gonna
But I
say,
guess
Yeah, I
there's
only
more
know
than
two.
two.
there's three, which is fucking dumb. The two stupid middle ones, but then the newest one.
Ties into.
I'm just gonna tell you, aliens, dog.
What?
Yes,
Get
I
the-
know, bro. I know, but like aliens and fucking time travel,
Oh shit.
bro, blew my fucking mind.
You know, till this day, whenever I go up to like Mount Baldy to go hang out with someone or whatever,
You bring
Oh
condoms?
my God,
No,
I
no.
got another
I
one.
still think about the fucking Blair Witch. I'm like,
Yes.
joke, I
Oh, yeah.
psych myself out.
How
dude.
old were you when you watched that movie? By the
Oh,
way,
dude,
the first time.
I was in elementary.
Yeah,
Dude, I was thinking about it yesterday when
sleep. That and Sleepy
I was hiking
Hollow.
with my dog.
Stop
freaking in
sleeping.
the woods at night. It was a dumb idea.
Yeah,
Anyways,
Go.
yeah. Have you guys been to Midgetville?
dude.
No, I thought you're not allowed there.
Okay, so
Well, I'm allowed there.
no.
Well, I
back
mean, your
then-
pants are too small for
Well,
you.
they
so.
do. They sell if you trespass, we will shoot you signs.
Yeah, there are.
They still have them.
Yeah.
How did you get in?
We
Yeah.
fucking walked
He got
at
shot.
night. We like
He got
we're
shot.
like tipping and towing up the
Fuck.
mountain.
Oh, I got.
Down
Okay,
the
finish
road.
your story. I got a couple
You're like
more.
fee,
So-
five,
you got any
fo.
too?
I don't have any. Dude.
So we were just watching Blair Witch.
Yeah.
We're watching Blair Witch, and me and my friend Michael were sitting on the floor.
Michael.
Michael.
Oh damn it.
Yeah,
bleep
no.
that.
So and then his sister was laying on the couch,
Oh.
and then it's Christmas time, and the Christmas tree is right there, and it's quiet. It's a quiet time in the movie, and then all of a sudden, the tree just starts shaking violently, just shaking
Ew.
violently, and it's doing that for a good the longest 20 seconds in my
Holy
life.
balls.
20 seconds is a
Wow.
really long time.
Yeah.
And then it stops. I was like, okay. And even when I was that young, I was like, all right, I'm just trying to think of the physics. Okay, well, the tree is not like vibrating.
Like,
It's not sliding
Michael,
down
I need you to
anytime.
take me
It's
home
just-
right now.
So someone was,
so
it's like someone grabbed
It's
it.
like
and
someone, and then
Yeah.
yeah, I was just shaking, and we were just watching it happen like 2 feet away from us. And then she's like, Michael, did you shake that tree? He's like, I'm sitting over here, and he was like on the opposite side. And I was
Yeah.
the closest one to it. And I was like, oh my God. And then we couldn't watch the movie. We stopped the movie. We just went out of the house. We couldn't be in the house because
Dude.
it was just way too creepy.
Yeah.
I have actually. I just remembered one story where actually it's the one story where I became the biggest bitch I've ever been in my life. This is-
Damn,
have you
I
guys
need to
heard
hear
the
that.
Have you guys heard of the Green Mist?
No.
No. So
No.
or I think. It's,
Wait, is it the website that has all the haunted
No.
places listed in Southern
Well,
California?
Okay, it's probably no.
Because
anyways.
you know the circle, sorry, circle. Okay, the Kmart female restroom, the girls' restroom is on
No.
there.
That's scary.
Yeah.
don't wanna talk
Remember
about
Carla?
Yeah, Carla.
Carla worked there, and I guess every night before they closed, all the toilet paper was pulled out on the floor everywhere.
What
The store was
fuck?
closed, and they would have to go clean the restroom. There's all like every couple nights there was just toilet paper everywhere.
Wow.
But yeah,
So we went to. Okay, do you know about the whole thing? If you see a white horse by itself, like in the middle of the field, it's kind of bad luck. That's why they do a lot of white horses, like in horror movies.
no, I didn't know that.
Mm.
Sleepy
No.
Hollow, right? Sleepy Hollow, they ride a white horse.
No,
no?
the last movie that I remember they did it in was the Halloween Rob Zombie remake. They had a white horse in it.
Oh yeah.
Anyways.
It's terrible. Yeah, I remember that.
We were driving. It was a whole bunch of us, like in a Jeep. It was a lot of friends, couple girls, and on the way there, I see a white horse in the middle of the field. Nothing else, just a white horse. I'm like, hey man, did you see that white horse? And my buddy's like, dude, I thought I was the only one that saw it. I was like, that's like an omen, kind of like a bad thing.
Oh man. That's right.
So we drive up to the Green Mist. It's this place. It's like very narrow. There's trees just like this, and there's a barn just like way further in. It's like gated. They say they used to have like meetings out there, like KK meetings or whatever. So you park in there. You have to go in front forward. So the only way you could get out is if you fucking just back up or like just reverse all the way back.
Right.
So anyways, supposedly this whole thing is like there's supposed to be a mist that covers up your whole car. And then so nothing was really happening. There was mist, but my friend started like scaring us and stuff. He started honking his horn because we're next to that barn. Anyway, so we see headlights, the barn, like there's this truck coming towards us. We're like, fuck, we're fucked. So we're backing up. We park our car somewhere and we see the truck go back inside the barn. Like, let's walk to the barn. Let's go touch the gate. So we all go. We all go. And we get to the gate. Me and my buddy, we're the only ones like who had the balls to go up to the barn and touch the gate. And then we start hearing chains. Someone gets into their car, but no one starts driving. And then my buddy starts yelling. He's like, look at that the lady in the white dress. And we all start running. But I'm faced this way, and everything's going on over here. So I didn't know there's a girl in front of me. So I freaked out. I turned around. I grabbed her by the shoulders, and I pushed her out of the way. I grabbed her.
Brian, you're not supposed to be hitting women.
No, I grabbed her, like, pushed her out of the way, and I started running. I was like, fuck her. I'm not dying tonight. That was the one I just remember the look in her face when I grabbed her. I looked her in her eyes.
She fucking stole your soul, bro.
And I pushed her out of the way. She was like one of the girls I was trying to talk to at the time, too.
Dude, I was at the library at Chafee, and I was with this girl Daisy. We were in class, and we had to like rent books or whatever. So so we go to the library, right? Which I don't know why. Like I said, I don't know why we go to the library. We had to do a book report, but the very first time I didn't do a book report, so I just copied her last book report. So it was it was a revolving door. That's how I got through high school. So we go to this library and at school, and at the Chafee High School library, when you walk in, there's like a main library to the right. You go down the hall, and then when like the librarians check you out, there's that library behind them, and then there was like the computer room, right? Mm-hmm. So me and her go to the back to find a book. I was trying to kiss her, but whatever. But so we go to the back, and she's really trying to look for a book. And from the corner of my eye, dude, like I see like red, right? And then I look, and I don't hear shit. And then we're like walking, and she's like, "Hey, somebody back here." I was like, "Why?" She's like, "I don't know. I saw somebody like in a red shirt." I was like, "I did too, whatever." And then we're both like, we hear like pitter patter, like, and like we like both kind of like look down, look between shelves, and like there's fucking no one back there. So we're like, whatever. So we get our books, whatever, and we go to like the desk, which is the front of this back portion. Yeah. And so we're talking to the librarian, whatever. We're giving her shit so she can scan us out. And then we see a girl with the red shirt. And then I was like, oh, it was just her. And the librarian was like, what? And I was like, oh, no, we saw somebody with a red shirt back there. And we found out, I guess it was her. And she's like, did you see it from the corner of your eye? And we're like, yeah. She's like, did you hear like tiny little footsteps, like pitter patter? And we're like, yeah. She's like, oh, that's just a little ghost boy that lives here. And as those words left her mouth, it like all my hairs on my body like just stood up. Man. And she was like, yeah, no, what he'll usually do is he'll pull my hair and he'll pull out, like those little cards that are in those drawers. What are those shit called?
Yeah, like
they pull them out all the way. And it's like it has like the serial numbers. Like the books. What is that called? Like the Pin Dexter something?
No, it's the I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Demi decimal system or something, some shit like that.
Dewey
Decimal system. Yeah. So like you pull out that whole thing and it's like 12 feet of just stupid little cards. And she's like, when I'll go to the restroom and I'll come back, all the ones that are at his eye level, he'll pull out. And I was like, why the fuck do you still work here? I would have been gone the first time that happened. But no, as soon as she told me that, I never had a reason to go to the library, but I never went back to that library again.
Huh. What were you going to say about the Cooper house?
Okay, for those of you that can't hear what we hear right now, but there's fucking voices in the back of this.
I heard your name.
Don't say that shit, man. I didn't hear my name. I just hear yelling. Not even yelling. Hey, man, we can wrap this up. I'm getting scared, dog.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah. You want to tell your story so we can fucking go home and run?
Story. No, I have no Cooper story. So I've only heard of the Cooper. I've only heard of the Cooper house.
Yeah, the Cooper house.
And I mean, my sister did visit it, and what I heard was that she did get chased down.
Yeah.
When they did try to enter the house, and it was
but chased down by who?
But it was some guy that was inside the house, and so they caught him being in the house, and then I guess his truck was outside, and like he kind of chased them out, and then when my sister and all them got in their car and sped off, he chased them down his truck, and so because he didn't have a big truck, they lost him on a U-turn. So, like, he wasn't able to make that U-turn, so they just lost him there.
Yeah, the last time I was there, we were able to look inside the house. There was still the original tape there, and there was still the blood on the carpet.
So
It's just
explain to the people what the Cooper House is.
So the Cooper House. So the story that I know of, it was a family, you know, whatever, and someone.
Okay, dude, that's getting some freaking scary shit, bro.
I think it's like TV that people are hearing right now.
There's only garages behind us.
If there's aliens or like.
There's people
zombies.
screaming.
Yeah. Anyways,
About something.
anyways,
Fuck,
I'm gonna keep
man.
talking.
Yeah, hurry up, man. I'm scared.
So what I heard is like someone escaped from either a prison or a state asylum, and he went
Entered
to
the house.
and murdered everyone.
Murdered
in the house.
everyone with a knife.
Yeah, the knife.
There was one kid that got his neck slit, but he creeped in a cabinet and hid there, and he kind of stayed
The way he
alive
was.
longer than everyone else, but he still ended up dying
Yeah.
because he was crammed like this, and he was just because he got his throat slit, he was
Yeah.
holding the pressure on his neck.
But yeah, man. Besides that, I still go to the mountains a lot, and I still think about the Blair Witch Project. And if I go inside, or like when we went camping, I was kind of
Damn.
scared to like wander off because I feel like I'm gonna get like in a loop,
Murdered.
lost in a loop. And besides, yeah,
Yeah.
Labyrinth.
I'm scared.
Yeah,
Well, now you guys got me scared. We're gonna end this on this
yeah,
note.
I'm still hearing it.
Yeah, I'm still hearing these
We have
noises
to
back
figure
here.
out what this is.
Yeah,
It's-
we're gonna go figure it out right now. But for those of you that stuck around this
Good
long,
batch
or
time.
maybe if this might be the second
Probably
video,
a second video.
thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. Leave a comment down in the comments what you think. And we'll see you next week, or maybe if we do another midweek episode that we post really late, we'll see you then. Thank you guys for sticking through with Webcasting Couch.
Okay, bye.